What's up, guys? We're out here at Spirit Halloween in Nashua, New Hampshire. Let's go inside and see what awesome Halloween stuff they have. Let's see who's greeting us. The Ringmaster and Ghostface. All right. Hello. Come on, Ringmaster. Oh, there he goes. I would love to see him at night so we can get a better look at this thing right here. You can just barely see that in the stores, but at night he would look so cool. I wish they had like an indoor area that they could put him in, like the Funhouse of Terror, if that was tall enough. That would be awesome. Ghostface, he's gonna tilt his head first and then slash us.
You teach a class about slashers, and you still walked into a dark alley.
His slashing is so fast, I love it. How awesome. And I love how he does that one last slash. He's so cool. Alright, Towering Tallulah, will she work? I've seen a lot of broken versions of her. Here she goes. Woohoo! Sweet.
Who do we have here?
If you buy her, you have to put sandbags on that base there. Otherwise, when she jumps up, she will fall over. She is super cool, and I love this green stuff. They got it all wrapped up on her hands right now, but usually when they leave it loose, it will flop around, and it is so funny. All right, Max Straw, will he turn his head for us today? Yes, he works. I like Max Straw. I just wish he wasn't broken all the time. I'm glad he's working right now. And I love the crow sounds too. I wish they had a fake crow on his shoulder going, ah, ah. That'd be hilarious. All right, Giant Death Ray. Let's say hello to him. He is so cool. He is $350, and he is giant. I don't know exactly how tall he is. Maybe 10 feet or something. We're going to have to see if we can figure out how tall he is. Cotton Candy Dan. Hello, Cotton Candy Dan.
Attention all kiddos! Attention all kiddos! I found a lost parent! He belongs to anyone here?
Is super cool. All right, Wanda Webb over here. She is not connected to that. She is on the step pad. Yes. I love her. They did a great job with the spider animatronic. We always have to pet her because she is furry. I love the crackling, creepy sound she has. She is great. Good to see you, Wanda. I wish one of the stores would put a bunch of spider webs around her in some of the egg sacs. Maybe later in the season we'll see somebody who decorates good with her. Hello, Nibbles. Track me.
I see you! You can't escape my gaze.
I love that tracking. That is so cool.
Closer and let's play a game.
He lost me.
If you win, you'll get a prize.
He was looking around for
If
me.
you lose, well, don't say I didn't warn you.
I love him. All right, who's around the corner here? Barnaby the Bear. He's always here. And there's still only Emily. Where is her husband? Hello, Barnaby. Wait a minute, we never pet Barnaby. We have to pet him too because he's fuzzy. Any of the fuzzy animatronics, we always have to give him a pet. Barnaby is great. He's $280. Jumping Spider is here. Spirit Halloween is not complete without a Jumping Spider to pet. Good to see you, dude. All right, Emily. I don't know where your husband is. He must be running off at the altar.
No promise. Listen, Queen.
I am going to have to watch the movie, Corpse Bride. Every time I see her, I think, man, I should watch that movie. I totally will. I'll have to see if it's on any of the streaming services. Bobby Strings is here. Hello, Bobby. He's a little bit quiet right now, but that's okay.
Find out when you're asleep tonight. I found some scissors to cut me down from here, and then I'll string you up in my...
They should totally make a Bobby Strings costume. That would be awesome. They could have his little outfit, his bedhead hair, and they could get something to go above you to make it look like you are a puppet. Maybe it would be like strapped to your back like a backpack, and then come up like that and have the puppet thing, and then have some strings attached to your arms and your legs. That would be awesome. I've been to a few of the stores that do not spray cotton candy smell in here. This one, I think they may have sprayed it a long time ago. I smell the remnants of it. Ah, sweet. Poor George. I smell the remnants of the cotton candy, but I wonder if it's like a scent thing that they hang up. I don't see anything in here. I'm gonna have to ask them how they get it to smell like cotton candy in here. Let's see what else they got. The shelves are stocked. This is a good, nice, stocked store. I see 2 atomic ray guns there, but first, let's see if there are any animatronics on the floor for sale. So far, I only see this one stack here, but there's 2 Night Terror, the Giant Death Ray, Scarecrows, Max Straw is here, and who's behind him? Ooh, a Mr. Punchy, how awesome. And we have Man's Possessed Friend as always, Towering Tallulah, Toothy the Clown is here. I love when they have online-only stuff here. 2 Wanda Webworth, Demonic Gatekeeper, Reagan is awesome, and Slim. I've seen a few Slims lately. That is super cool. And I might have to leave with a Night Terror. I want to get him this year. I don't think I can wait until the sales because he is so awesome. I need him. While we are over here by the shirts, let's check and see if they have the one we're looking for. I do not see it, but I do see the Sam and the Ghostface Spirit Halloween shirt. Oh wait, there's one. Just one Ghostface shirt, and that is size XL. So if you're looking for that one, they do have it, and they have a ton of different sizes of the Sam one. We'll look at the inflatables in a second here, but first I want to see if they have any of the different colored bedazzled Ghostface masks, and I do not see any. I do see the Bling Slayer kit right there, but I do not see any of the different colors. Bummer. We're gonna have to keep our eye out for that. They do have the Bling Ghostface knife right there, and that one is $15. And they have one of the 25th anniversary Ghostface mask with a shiny material on there. I really want a full suit that has that shiny material. I think that's it for the animatronics on the floor for sale. That's weird, but they do have a ton of the blankets here. All the ones we love. There is a Nightcrawler right there. I don't see any new ones. Wait a minute, Jeepers Creepers is here. I love that one. And I see the Beetlejuice one. I wonder why most stores don't have a ton of these slippers. They have a couple of them here. They've got The Simpsons and Batman and Jack and Sally. That's a cool one I haven't seen before. And that one is $30. They have some of the Snugguramis here. Scooby-Doo, I like that one a lot. SpongeBob and Patrick, oh sweet. They have both of them here. $40 for these. They have Gizmo right there. There's 2 more SpongeBob and Patrick, but that is all they have. Wait a minute, I was wrong. Ooh, they have a Freddy Krueger one, and it looks like his sweater. That is sweet. I've never seen that one before. They have a Chucky one right there, and Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh, I want that one. I love that they have his hair on there. That is too cool. And here is the one that has skulls and pumpkins on it. I think that one is awesome as well. It's just a neutral Halloween Snuggurami. Not a whole lot of the tumblers. I've been looking for the Ghostface tumbler, but I guess everybody's buying them up. A ton of Jack and Sally plush here. And of course, Oogie Boogie. I kind of want that one. Wait a minute, we skipped this blanket. How did I miss this? They do have the Art the Clown Art Krispies blanket here. This one is $33, and that is an awesome blanket. How cool. I wonder how we missed that. Plenty of inflatables. They're pretty well stocked on this. Look at how many ghosts they have. That's crazy. Cats, gargoyles, reapers, clowns with the spinning eyes, a wolf, the jack-o'-lanterns, hearses, killer clowns inflatable. They have a ghost face right there among 2 of the Goofy ghost face. They kind of hid them back here. There's the jack-o'-lantern archway, and they have 2 of the dual masked inflatables. These ones are brand new, $40, just released for 2024. Ooh, these things are heavy. And this thing has 2 masks in it. You can either be a witch or a jack-o'-lantern right there. Pretty cool. I've never seen an inflatable that has different faces that you can switch out, so that is a unique design. Plenty of the Chucky dolls and Glenn, and 2 Annabelle dolls there, and they have the Hanging Adam and Barbara. We didn't see any of those for a long time, but now we're starting to see a bunch of them in the stores. My favorite cup right there, and this awesome thing. We saw this for the first time the other day. I love that. How funny. This is $13. I don't think I've seen this door cover before with the sandworm. That is too cool. This is $22, and then there's the Dante's Inferno one. I see a ghosty sidestepper. Let's get him going. Yes.
Hey, you over there.
I love the Ghosty Sidestepper. He is only $22. I think that's a great price for him. And they have these banners that with ghosts on them. I actually really want that for my fireplace. That is $15. I think that would be great strung up on my fireplace. If you haven't seen my decorations, check out my Temu unboxing video where I show my house and all the decorations I have up right now. They have the plush ghosts here. I would love to have this. I think my daughter would love this too. $20 for that with a little ghost baby on there. And this is one of my favorite ghost mugs beside this one. I do love that one too. This one is $10 and this should be a similar price. Yes, $10. This is weird. A witch sticker book, but they spelled witch W-I-C-C-H. And look at this. There's a ton of stickers in here. It says there are 400 magical and mystical stickers. They have the Oogie Boogie dice right here, and it has a holder that says roll the dice. $18 for that. If you have like a game night or something, that would be great to have for the Halloween season. And look at how many bobbleheads and sidesteppers they have. They are really well stocked here. Ghostface, I love that one. I broke the head off of him at home, and then I had to super glue it back on. Michael Myers behind the bush. I love the Slim bobblehead. They don't have any Michael Myers behind the sheet here. They have a bunch of the Sam. There's Georgie and the Exorcist. They have a ton of them here. Here's a Ghostface sidestepper. Will he work? Yes. That's one of my favorite ones. Sam, he always works. Chucky, they're all working. And Michael Myers. I've seen these planters before, but I've never seen this awesome red and black skull one. That is pretty cool. And look at this, they have a black skull and a white skull. I actually really like these. $15 for this tabletop decor skull. And this one looks like the shell of a snail. That is too cool. And look at this, they do have the Beetlejuice plush here. How awesome. And they have Miss Argentina and Lydia in her wedding dress. They do have a ton of the signs that we love. Check it out. They've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's chainsaw. I love that one with a double-sided blade there. I love this one. We saw it last year, but it's one of my favorite signs. And look at this. They have 2 of the neon LED Killer Clowns from Outer Space cotton candy guns. I want that so bad. And look, this is too funny. Live, laugh, stab. I want that. That is too cool. For $25. I have never seen that one before. Here's a sweet new Pennywise sign. That is super cool, featuring the Fun House, and that thing is spooky. There are a bunch of door covers here. I want the Mars Attacks one. That is awesome. It looks like he is burning through the door. These door covers are $23 a piece. They are fabric and they stretch around the door like a book cover. They have the Jeepers Creepers one, Gremlins. There's a nice Trick or Treat one. Ooh, they do have the Art the Clown one. That one is popular. Reagan the Exorcist right there. Hannibal Lecter is down here. I love when the stores are carrying all the new stuff. And look at this. They have the Army of Darkness one too, and there's a Killer Clowns wall art that I've never seen before. It's not quite a door cover, you just kind of hang that on your wall for $23. And here's a Ghostface wall decor, and this one is $23 as well. Wow, everything is $23. Oh sweet, they have the porch light covers here, the skull, the cat, the jack-o'-lantern, and the clown, and these are $15 a piece. Those are new for 2024, and they have a ton of these blow mold characters. They look like pumpkins with skull faces. Whoa, over here at the clearance section, they have a ton of Star Wars masks. Bosk? I don't even know which character this is. I don't remember seeing him in the movie. He is $25 right now. Emperor Palpatine is $25 as well, so I imagine they're all $25. They even have Chewbacca right there. And look at this. They have a ton of Wacky Mole Clown masks and 1 Toxic Clown nozzles on clearance. These are $30 a piece, original $45. Still a pretty high price, but pretty cool that he's on clearance now, so if you want him, he is here. This is hilarious. A chef costume. I love that. $30. Comes with a jacket and the little chef hat. That is too cool, and you'd have to bring around your own little bowl and mixer unless you wanted to bring some other cooking equipment. I think that's a funny costume. And look, they have a caveman. The caveman is $40. He does come with the inflatable club. I know some real-life cavemen who wouldn't even need to wear a costume. The hippie section is always really funny. They have flower headbands and peace sign pendants and all kinds of different accessories for your hippie costumes. They have wigs with headbands for $20, and these are the costumes. Groovy vest for $20. Free Spirit Hippie, that one is $45. Comes with the dress belt, head tie, and boot covers. Peace and Love vest. Groovy Man, that is hilarious, for $35. They have these jackets with an awesome peace sign on the back. These are so funny. When I was walking in the store, I saw somebody walking out wearing one of these construction cone hats. These are too funny. I actually really like that. And this is $10. You could be a construction cone and one of your friends can dress up as a construction worker. We'll have to see see if we can find a costume for a construction worker. Here we go, perfect. They have a construction vest right here, and it has the hat and the goggles. That is $30. And they have worksite hottie for your girlfriend to wear for $35. And that does come with the helmet. They have tons of these jumpsuits, but I don't know why they show two people in the picture, because there's only one jumpsuit in each of these. There's bears, frogs, lions, tigers. There's a deer one. That is cool. For some reason, they only want one deer, though. And it's funny that it's a girl wearing it, but it has antlers. $40 for the deer one. I like that. They have giraffes. My daughter would like that because she wanted to be a giraffe for Halloween. $40 for the giraffe. They have crocodiles, pandas, cows, all kinds of these. They even have beekeeper costumes here. That is too funny. This one is $50. I am kind of beekeeping age. They have a few inflatable SpongeBob costumes here. Squidward, that one's my favorite. $60 for that, and $60 for Patrick. And then your other two friends can be Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, but I only see the Mermaid Man costume here. These are $50. Wait a minute, there he is, Barnacle Boy. He is also $50. I would love to see Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy trick-or-treating this year. Here's another jumpsuit, the alien from Toy Story. That is too cool. These are $50. They have the giant Scooby-Doo head, but look at this. This is a new thing I've never seen before. The Mystery Machine kit, and look at this awesome tie-dye Scooby-Doo windbreaker. That is sweet. This is $50. I really like that. I've never seen it before. This is too cool. They have a ton of Disney stuff here, but look at this. If you're gonna be Ursula, you can get Flotsam and Jetsam, the guys that hang around her neck. That is too cool. $25 for those. And then there's the Ursula costume right here, and that is $60. They also have Cruella, the evil queen. Peter Pan is there. Captain Hook, that would be cool. Peter Pan and Captain Hook. For $80 you can get that one. Or you can do Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Tinkerbell is usually a popular costume. That one is $50. There are so many good group costumes here. There's Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible for $60 a piece. And they have some of the Flintstones here. There's Velma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. And those are about $40 a piece. I just saw this Elvis Presley costume. Actually, that's just the cape. That's weird. But as I saw this, I had a great idea for a costume. This is $40, so you could get this, and you could get the inflatable party pooper costume. Not everyone's gonna get that joke, but that would be a hilarious costume. They have a ton of the Art the Clown stuff here. They have two of the Art the Clown plush dolls. I love those. For $30 a piece. And look at this sweet Art the Clown keychain. That is too cool. These are $11 a piece. They even have the glasses, the awesome pullover, and the bloody Art the Clown costume. That is $60, and it looks amazing. And they have the female Art the Clown here. I suppose you could make that into a little pale girl costume if you wanted to. That one is $55. And look at this, they have some sweet Art the Clown lanyards, and these are $7 a piece. Not too bad. I hardly ever see this plush. It's a mini squishable tombstone. I love that. $30 though. That is absolutely insane, but I do like it. It's super cute, and it's even got some moss on it. I love that. And this store has the worm from Corpse Bride, and that is $30. I forgot to bring my pillow with me. I should buy him. Oh, sweet. And they have Casper here, and they have E.T., and they have the ice cream truck from Killer Clowns, and they have Pennywise. They have all kinds of plush here. They do have the new ducks here. They even have one of the Beetlejuice ducks, and then the Chucky and all the other ones. Here's the little plush weapons. We saw these last year. I love the knife. That one is my favorite. $7 for that. They also have a hammer, and they have a lollipop. I don't think I've ever seen a lollipop before. And lastly, they have an awesome axe. You don't see this one every time. The inflatable circus clown costume. That's a cool one, and that one is $50. You also don't hardly ever see the inflatable ride on Cerberus. That is so cool. For $50 as well. That is an awesome costume. I wish I could fit in that. I look at these almost every time, but wow, look at how many Five Nights at Freddy's costumes there are here. They have tons of them, especially Montgomery Gator. That is crazy. Timothy McDonald wanted to see a sumo wrestler inflatable costume, and they do have one, and it is $35. That is a funny costume. I think my brother dressed up as this for Halloween one year. Dino Gamer wanted to see the Poppy Playtime costumes. They do have a bunch, and they're usually at every single store. Here's Huggy Wuggy. He is $60, and that is probably the one that I would want. They have another one right here that shows your face. That one is $40, but I like the whole mask right here, and they have the mask alone for, let's see how much he is, $30. Not too bad, and his eyes do light up, but he needs some batteries right now. And they have Kissy Missy, one with the whole mask and one with the face showing, and those are $40 and $60. I asked about showing the price sheet for the ISC displays, and I'm not allowed to show the one that has pictures on it, but they have these little stand-up things at each of your stores, and this tells you how much each item is. Otherwise, you can go up to the front desk and ask them how much something is. Like the water blasters, they don't have them here, but they do sell those at the end of the year, so if you're wanting to buy it, go ahead and ask them at the front desk how much it is, and you can even put your name down, and they'll call you when they're ready to sell it to you. What's up, guys? We're out here at Spirit Halloween in Nashua, New Hampshire. We went to one in Nashua yesterday, but right down the street, but they said this one opened up just yesterday, so I wanted to come check it out. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see where I hide a small pumpkin with some stickers in there for you. I am still searching for the Art the Clown t-shirt. Let's go see if we can find it. This looks like a good store. Let's see what they've got in here. All right, the Ringmaster and Ghostface greeting us. This is a duo that we see all the time now that Ringmaster is actually here. Is he not gonna go? He moved a little bit. What in the world? Maybe he is not working. There he goes.
We've got wicked fun games. And by means, we'll make sure you get.
I really wish they had an indoor area that he could be in so we could see his chest lighting up. Too bad. Too bad we can't see it. Oh well. You can kind of see the little skull on there. We just saw a couple of fans over there and got a picture with them. Alright, Ghostface is here. Let's see him do his thing.
Did you miss me?
My favorite. I think he is my all-time favorite for this year. I love him. That one last slash is always great. Welcome to the Carnival. We have to spin the wheel if it is working correctly. Is this one stable? Yeah, it's pretty stable. Let's see what we get. The last few stores I had to skip the Wheel of Death because the little thing there, little stopper was missing. We got the moon. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means we're about to take a nap. That'd be nice. Alright, Mr. Scarecrow, Max Straw. Will he turn his head? I'm guessing yes. Yes, he does. I believe they said this store opened yesterday, so he is still fresh. He's got a few more days in him before he eventually breaks. No legs on the dude. Alright, let's go around the corner here to the giant Death Ray. Look at his hand. That is truly giant. My goodness. That is crazy. I wonder, I don't think I've seen his hand up like that before. I wonder if you can kind of pose this dude. That'd be cool. Good to see a giant Death Ray in your freaky face. Alright, around the corner here, Towering Tallulah is here. She should be working because she was just set up recently. Here we go. Maybe? Maybe not. That's too bad. She is great. I love her. The one store we saw her nose was bent in, and that was because they told me she had fell over and bent her nose on the floor. Too bad that she's not working, but it's good to see her anyways. She needs a chiropractor. Her back is all messed up. Alright, Bobby Strings is over here. Hello, Bobby Strings. Talk to me.
I've got a frightening fairy tale to tell you before you...
He's a little bit quiet, and I don't want the music to end up ruining the video. So I'm gonna have to talk over it, but that's okay. He is super awesome. I do love Bobby Strings. He is $310, and he's got some crazy hair. Alright, we have Emily alone again. This girl's husband is not very reliable. Good to see you though, Emily. Love that blue hair. Look how bright that blue hair is. Oh look, you can actually see her teeth through her cheek. That is too funny. Alright, over here, Barnaby the bear. Let's get him going. Love that roaring. I really wonder what they used to get the roaring. Did they actually record a bear? I'd hate to be the recording guy who had to get in there with the bear to get these sounds. Good to see you, Mr. Roaring Bear Barnaby. And the jumping spider. Let's get him going. No, please work. Oh no, I don't think he's gonna work. That's too bad. He's taking a little nappy nap. We'll give him a pet, and we'll give Barnaby the bear a pet. I see a lot of good stuff over here, but let's check out Nibbles and see if he'll track us. Do you, Nibbles? Yes, he's following me. I love that. I love to walk back and forth and just watch him turn his head. And it's funny that his head stays working versus Max Straw over there. All Max Straw does is turn his head left to right, and it's broke all the time. But Nibbles stays strong. Good to see you, Nibbles. I wonder why they cut it off right at his laugh. All right, Wanda Webworth. Hello, Wanda. Oh, she is loud. I love that. I like when the animatronics are loud. I love Wanda Webworth. We're gonna pet her because she's fuzzy. Good to see you, Wanda. Somebody should put a cookie on the end of her hand and then put a glass of milk down here so she's dipping the cookie in the glass of milk. That would be hilarious. Cotton Candy Dan is here. Hello, Cotton Candy Dan.
Attention all kiddos! Attention all kiddos! I found a lost parent! He belongs to anyone here?
Awesome. He is so cool. Let's go in the fun house and see if it smells like cotton candy. Yes, it does. It smells nice and fresh like cotton candy. I'm really curious if they use a spray or if they hang something up somewhere where you can't see it. I don't know. And there is Jack the Reaper. Good to see you, Jack. And there's me. Hello. Nice little stack of animatronics here. They have a Ringmaster. We're starting to see him for sale on the floor a lot lately. He is $329 and heavy as can be. Slim is here. That's awesome. We're seeing more of him too. One Emily. I actually haven't even seen her husband on the floor for sale anywhere. I wonder why he's so hard to get. Two Gravestone Ghoul. They have a Toothy here, online only. Night Terror. I keep saying I'm going to buy him and then I never do, but I want to so bad. He is $100. My wife would really be the Night Terror if I ended up buying this. Another Emily right there, Giant Death Ray, and another stack of animatronics over here. Nozzles, they have a Nozzles here, and Betty Sharp, and a Young Crouchy for $170. I haven't seen Young Crouchy in the store for sale in a long time. They always have a bunch of the Sitting Scarecrow, another Nozzles, and they have Stilts here. How awesome. I wonder how these stores end up getting all these animatronics from previous years. $350 for Stilts. I'm recording this video before we named the girl, so I don't know what we named this chick, but she is here with her nasty gray old hair. She is so freaky, and she is $60. Let's see what inflatables they have. I see a Scarecrow there. He's kind of hard to find. I actually really want him. He is... Ooh, he's on sale. Hold on. $35. That's not a great price. He was originally $50, so it's a little nice discount, and I would love to have him. There's a Haunted Tree down there. They have 3 of them. I'm going to be kicking myself for not grabbing that Scarecrow right now. They have the Jack the Reaper Archway and the Ghostface. It's on sale for $130. Spinning Eye Clown, the Reapers, Gargoyles, Cats. There's the dual mast inflatable right there. Wolves, Ghosts, Jack-o'-lanterns, and a Fright in the Box. I haven't seen Fright in the Box in forever. And he is on sale for $75, originally $100. I love that they're putting a bunch of the stuff on sale lately. And here's a Tombstone. I don't know how I missed this. I was literally just looking right here. $30 for the Tombstone. That's not a bad price at all. I do like that one. And here's a closer look at the dual mask. That one is cool. There's a witch face and a jack-o'-lantern face. That is super unique that you can change the mask on this inflatable. I hope they continue to do that in the coming years. They have 3 zombie squirrels here. I love those. And look over here. We have 2 foam coffins. Everybody has mixed emotions on these. They either love them or hate them. I think it's really cool. I'm pretty sure it's $100. Yeah, it's $100, which isn't terrible, but it's also not very cheap, though nothing here is really all that cheap. They do have the brand new for 2024 groundbreaking pumpkin. That guy is super cool. And he is $40. I kind of want that one. They also have a groundbreaking skeleton right there. I don't think that one is new, but it's a new box for him. And the groundbreaking skeleton, I like him, but he has no arms. It's just his chest and his face, and his eyes do light up. I haven't seen these for a few stores. The hanging pumpkin heads, we love those with the guts and seeds in the pumpkin's mouth, and they have the hanging clown head with the blue hair and the green teeth. Plenty of the walking hands here. Ooh, that's loud. I love those. We're going to turn that off. I do love those. He's not turning off. He's haunted. Weird. Oh, wait a minute. Did we set something off behind him? Hold on. We got to go around the corner here and see what we set off behind him. What did we set off? What is making that noise? I think it might have been another one of these hands. I don't know. There we go. Look at that guy. I like that these all have different music, but I love the hands. Those really bring me back to when I was a kid. And look at this, they have 2 of the egg sacs. It seems that whenever any store has these, they only have 2 of them, but they might have more in the back. $20 for that. I definitely want to get that to go with Wanda. They have some of the new cauldrons here. This one is a rusty one, and this one, I love this. Look at the slime on there, or whatever that's supposed to be. But this one is kind of cracked. It doesn't really affect it, but I wonder if you could get a discount for that. $50 for that one, and it is kind of heavy. They have Pestilence Pete here. Let's see if he'll talk. Yes. He is awesome. Very cool. I love his eyes. They have the Butcher here as well. I love his sounds, they are great. And they have Penelope Pigtails right there, and Matchstick Mary with her half-skeleton face. What zombie babies do we have here? A bunch of them. Look, we have Slaytime, the purple baby. I kind of like that one. Snackin' Stevie is here. Gutsy Gwen is here. Oh, she's not going to work, though. Usually she always works. Glorious George is down there, and they have a couple of new ones. Barbara Wire is right there, and Scheming Sally. I love her orange suit, and the veins on her forehead are freaky, too. And Spider Biter Billy is here, and Wretched Ralphie. Plenty of zombie babies here today. We're starting to see these bloody animal masks everywhere now. I love the teeth on these, especially this one. Look at how sharp those teeth are. That is scary. The jaws move whenever you open your mouth with those. They are super cool. I like this pig mask right here. Look at this. It looks like a pig head that was cut off. That is freaky. This is $30. Not too bad. The Martian Warrior is here. The Bloody Terrifier mask is here. There's Wacky Mole and Nozzles. Now, these were on clearance at previous stores, but I don't see a clearance price on them now. So I wonder if different stores have different clearance products. We have one Michael Myers from Halloween 2 here. He is $50, and 2 Ghostface. That one's my favorite. They have one of the big hanging Beetlejuice snakes here. I hardly ever see these, and this is $50. I do like that a lot. I kind of want that for my office. One of each Barbara and Adam. We're starting to see those at a bunch of stores now. And we're seeing the new signs everywhere too. There's the chainsaw from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they have some of the neon signs here. Check it out. They've got the Killer Clowns from Outer Space Cotton Candy Ray Gun and the Mars Attacks one. I want the Mars Attacks one. I'd like to have this one too, but I think I want the Mars Attacks one more. This one is $60. I'm pretty sure they're all around the same price. The Big Top Burger sign is here too, and that one is $23. I don't see that one everywhere. It's always worth checking out to see if they have the shirt, and they do not. How many stores are we gonna visit before we find this thing? Whoa, look at this awesome Jason hoodie. That is sweet. I love this thing. That has some great artwork on it, and they have a ton of them. A couple of larges, a couple of mediums, and an extra large, and this is $50. That is a sweet Jason hoodie. I also like the Jason jersey. That is an awesome one. I would totally wear this around. That is $40. This is funny. From the movie Dodgeball, they have costumes and they have an inflatable dodgeball. That is too awesome. This movie is hilarious. $15 for the dodgeball, and then $40 for the costumes. A good selection of bobbleheads and sidesteppers here. Check it out. Spikey's here. Hold on. We gotta get his arms in position so he can move. Oh, maybe he's not working. Oh, that's too bad. He makes the noises, but he doesn't move. And we have Ghostface and Michael Myers and a Leatherface. Man, they have a great selection here. Hold on, let's get them working. The gang's all here. That is so hectic. And we have Chucky down there. I love activating all of them at the same time. Elvira is here. Slim, I love this one. He's making the shadow puppet. I definitely want to get that one before the end of the year. Michael Myers, Ghostface, a couple of the Sam ones, Georgie, and a baby killer clown. Great selection here. Leatherface, Gremlins, and Hannibal Lecter. All of our favorite stuff. I haven't seen this in forever, the Pennywise statue.
Come on, play, Lucy.
That is too cool. I love this thing, and I hardly ever see it. I've only seen it a handful of times at other stores last year, and it is $90. These are new. We just saw these recently. They're like light holders or something. They have Chucky, Halloween 2, and Mars Attacks, and they are $19 a piece. I think you would put like a little tea light in there, and it would light up the artwork. I like that on the back of them you even have some designs. For Halloween 2, they have leaves and knives and the jack-o'-lantern face. For Chucky, they have hammers, knives, hands, and splatters. And for the Mars attacks, they have spaceships and giant robots and ray guns. Look at this, they made a whole section for me to sell my grandparents. They have all of our favorite old people here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different old people here for sale. Ooh, look at this. They have 2 atomic ray guns and 2 popcorn guns. Oh man, I want to grab one of each of these right now. But my wife would be angry if I came home with all this stuff. And I love this statue. If you haven't seen Mars Attacks, definitely check it out. The statue is $45. And we haven't looked at Michael Myers in a while. There he is with the awesome jack-o'-lantern. That thing lights up really well. Check this out. We have not seen this in a long time. The Pennywise statue for $40. There are no batteries in it right now, but it does light up. That is super cool. I haven't seen that in so long. And they have Ghostface, of course, with a light-up pumpkin, and the Crypt Keeper. Look at how many door covers they have. This is crazy. They are fully stocked on these. They have Jeepers Creepers, Michael Myers, Ghostface, Chucky, The Exorcist. They've got the flags. This store is super stocked. Oh, sweet. And they have some of the new lawn stakes here. 3-pack of cute ghosts. This is $8. And the 3-pack of jack-o'-lanterns, also for $8. And look, they have another design right here that I don't think I've seen before. That is too awesome. I love ghost stuff. Oh, wait a minute. They have another design of the pumpkins, too. That is too cool. So they've got, like, a cute version of both the jack-o'-lanterns and the ghosts. And they have a scary version of the jack-o'-lanterns and a scary version of the ghosts. That is awesome. They also have the light covers. We're starting to see this at almost every store. The jack-o'-lantern, cat, clown, and skull. I love this one. Trashy couple. That is hilarious. And that is $60. A recycling bin and a trash can. But they have a ton of couples costumes here. Milk and cookie is a cute one. Avocado and toast. Peanut butter and jelly. Soap and a loofah. Chip and a salsa. That's another funny one for $50. I haven't seen this in a while. The Gary crossbody bag. I think that was awesome. It is $35 and it has a little tag that says meow. And they have the Krusty Krab hats here. I want that. That is $7. If you're going to be Pennywise for Halloween, they have plenty of Pennywise stuff here. Here's a female deluxe Pennywise costume. That one's cool for $90. And it comes with the balloon prop. That's pretty cool. Here's another Pennywise costume right there with a cheaper half mask. And I don't see a price on this one. That's weird. And they have Georgie down there. And there's the original Pennywise costume. I like that one. And they have the original Pennywise mask right here. And this one is $60. Zaynalra, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. You wanted to see the Ghostface aged mask. That is an awesome one from Screen 5, I think. This is super popular and it is $17 and they have a bunch of them. And I almost see that at every store. I probably do see that at every store. So if you want it, it is almost always there. And look at this Ghostface sign up here. I don't know how I've never noticed that. I definitely want it. At the end of the year, I'm going to have to ask him if I can buy it. I love that they have the knife and everything, and he is peeking his head over. I would love to get that and put it on my desk. This is sweet from Disney Pixar Cars. They have a Lightning McQueen racing jumpsuit for $60, and they have a sweet jacket, and that is $60 as well. If they had my size, I would totally get that. I love Cars. Everybody really seemed to like this when I showed it last time, but this is a crossbody bag shaped like a coffin with some bat wings, and it is $50. And they also have a cat one. I like the skeleton cat crossbody bag. Here's a bag that has some ghosties on it, and they have some cool hats up here. Killing It, Stay Spooky, Skeleton Hands. There's one that has a ghosty on it. I think I like that one the most. I haven't seen this in forever. This is a flame that you hold in your hand. It is $15, and there you go. It actually lights up and flickers. I don't think we have checked out the blankets and the slippers yet, but they do have the new Deadpool blanket. Everybody loves that one. They have a ton of different blankets here right now. Ooh, look, they have the reversible Spirit Halloween blanket. That is a super cool one. They also have the Art the Crispies blanket there. They have a Nightcrawler one, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I actually really like that. Ooh, there's a Scooby-Doo one too. And they have the Shrek feet. I love that. Speaking of Shrek, they have the Shrek Snuggurami, and look at this, a Ghost Snuggurami. I love ghost stuff. They have Scooby-Doo as well, and Patrick, and here's a Jason one. Awesome. Featuring his hockey mask. We saw this for the first time the other day. Nightmare on Elm Street Snuggurami, and then the Skull and Pumpkin one down there, Chucky and the Gremlins, and the Sam. I pointed these out last year, but I love the stencil books. This Ghostface one is my favorite. I actually bought this last year and did a live stream with it. $6 for that one. I was hoping they'd have some new ones this year, so we will keep our eyes peeled. They also have a Nightmare Before Christmas one right there, and this one just has some spooky classic Halloween characters on it. Check out this white bloody bow. That's cool. That would be great for a little pale girl costume, and that is $8. Oh my gosh, I love this. A Scooby-Doo, is that like a sticker or something? I think it's a sticker. It's a decal, yeah. For $4, it says Ruh-roh. That is hilarious. This is cool. We have seen the glitter ghost face costume before, but this is a child size one. I didn't know this existed. $37. And look at this. They have Sandworm costumes for the kids. $40 for that, and they have one for a baby too. That is too funny. That's the first time I'm seeing this. And they have Lydia in her red wedding dress. That one is $40 as well. And the Beetlejuice costume for $40. Holy cow, it is a holy cow costume for $37. I've never seen that before. I came over here to check out the Five Nights at Freddy's section, and guys, look, they finally have a new Five Nights at Freddy's costume. It's Bonnie. How cool. $35. That's the first time I'm seeing it. I hope they bring some more out. Bonnie is at Spirit Halloween. Catch Servant wanted to see the Jack the Ripper costume. They almost always have it. Actually, they probably do always have it every Spirit Halloween. I don't think I've been to a store that doesn't have it. Comes with the hooded robe with the movable hood wire, so you can actually move this little end of the robe and have it positioned wherever you want. And it comes with the mask and the gloves. You're going to need a scythe, and these are $55. One size fits most. And they typically have child versions too. And if you did want a scythe with that costume, they are $7. They have the regular one, but they also have this one that looks like a bone, and that one is $10. Shrubbery Knights of NE wanted to see if they have a Misfits mask. They do. It's not at every Spirit Halloween, but you do see it pretty often, honestly. From Trick or Treat Studios, this is $17. The Crimson Ghost mask, though, I have not seen yet. I will keep my eyes peeled for it. Check it out. They have the new Addams Family pop figure, and she's got a glittery shirt on. That is too cool. I didn't know they even had this. And that is $15. And she is among all the other pop figures that we see almost every time. They always have an abundance of Bibble with Shorty in the pizza box. They also have Victor and Emily here. Now that Corpse Bride has animatronics here, these are worth mentioning. And they almost always have Sam, and this one is not too hard to find. Jumbo from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and he is colorful. Tons of the plush characters here, all the new ones too. E.T. is here, the Worm from Corpse Bride, there's Beetlejuice. They have Barbara. I don't see Adam anywhere. Oh, look, they've got little Skelly Bones here. I haven't seen little Skelly Bones in the store in a long time. $30 a piece for little Skelly Bones. I definitely want him. And I haven't seen this one in a long time either. $30 for the Jason mask. I have this one, and my daughter hijacked it. She loves it. She calls it the Moon. And they have one Art the Clown plush here, and one Pennywise, and one Killer Clown from Outer Space, Fatso with the acid pie. I hope they get the other characters. I want them. And I see one Ghostface here, and Crouchy is here as well. It's been a long time since we've seen Crouchy and Little Skelly Bones in the same store. And before we go, I have not seen Dark Princess yet, so we're gonna rub this for good luck. Hopefully we find her next. Okay guys, it's time to hide the small pumpkin. The store is over there, and I am all the way over here at this little mulch pit in the front of the Whole Foods. I wanted to hide the pumpkin in a different place this time. So over here in the front corner of this mulch pit, I am going to dig a small hole, the best I can anyways, and I will stick the pumpkin in the small hole and cover him in some mulch. Alright, come and get him. There are 3 stickers. You can either take one and leave some for the other fans, or take all 3 for yourself. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. What's up guys, right here at Spirit Halloween in Pinnerville, New Hampshire. Let's go inside and see what awesome Halloween stuff they have. Okay, let's see who's greeting us. Oh sweet, we have some stuff on the floor here for sale. Hey, there's the candelabra. I don't even know how you say that correctly, but this thing is expensive. This is $100. Oh well, anyways, we have Cotton Candy Dan here. Can we activate him? I think this step pad will do it. Yes.
Yum, yum, yum. Sometimes it's sweet. Sometimes it's not. One thing I'll tell you though, it'll do more than rot your teeth out.
I love that quote. That's probably my favorite quote from him. I see sitting scarecrow here. Let's get him going. Maybe he's not working. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, there he goes. He was silent, but he still spooked me. I've seen a lot of broken sitting scarecrows lately. And Max Straw is here. And he's turning his head, too. You don't see many of him where he actually works and turn his head. He's usually broken. No feet. I love this dude. I'd love if he would work. I'm afraid to buy him, but I would love to have him because I've always wanted to do a cornfield theme, and he would be great for that. I came back here to see if they had any more animatronics, and I guess they do not. That is too bad, but we do have some stuff on the floor for sale back here, too. They have one Eternal Rest, a Slim that's awesome to see, 2 Strawman, and 1 Howling Spirit, and they have a Leatherface. How awesome. I think this year we're going to see a lot of animatronics from previous years on the floor for sale. Coming back up here, we have a Demonic Gatekeeper, 2 of the Gravestone Ghoul, which I have not seen operating yet, one of the Goofy Ghostface, a bunch of Man's Possessed Friend, they always have him this year, sitting Scarecrows there, Max Straw, and they have 2 Ringmaster and 1 Towering Tallulah. I kind of wish they had more of these animatronics set up. I always wonder why they have some on the floor for sale, but they don't set them up. Like this dude, he'd be perfect for this place. It's always worth it looking for the shirt that we want, but I do not see it. I do see a ton of the Sam Spirit Halloween shirts. Those were popular last year, and they have a bunch of them here. They have some inflatables here. I see a Haunted Tree. That one is hard to find. There is a wolf, cats, rat, gargoyles, a bunch of the ghosts up here, jack-o'-lanterns, the hearses you almost always see, the clown with the spinning eyes, the reaper. They have 2 of the new groundbreaking skeletons there, and the jack-o'-lantern archways. We're seeing a ton of those lately. They have a bunch of our friends here, the zombie squirrels, I love him. The zombie bunny is here, the zombie seagull is here, the crows, the secret-keeping cats. They are pretty well stocked on all of our friends. Here's the new animated tombstone. They actually have both of them here. I love this one though with the bell. That is so cool. That is awesome. And this one, the eye lights up. Ooh, yes, he's working. That thing is super loud. That thing makes the titanium replacement in my ear rattle. A bunch of zombie babies here, but none of the new ones, though they do have Wretched Ralphie, Flippin' Freddy, Spider Biter Billy, and Mothy Max, and Snackin' Stevie. You know what we haven't seen in a long time is the Burrito Babies. Let me know in the comments when the last time was that you saw a Burrito Baby. They have a ton of door covers here. Check this out. They have the Art the Clown door cover. That is a cool one. $23 for that. Brand new for 2024. Also, what's brand new is the Jeepers Creepers one with the eyeball, and this awesome Army of Darkness one. I love that. And they have the Gremlins one. I really like that one. It looks like the Gremlins are partying in your house. Ghostface is always a cool one. And look, behind Ghostface they have a Chucky one. I own the Chucky one. I have it in my office. It looks great. These door covers are made out of a fabric, and they are stretchy, kind of like book covers that you get at school. So that's how they work if you're wondering. You stretch it around your door like a book cover. They have a ton of blankets here, and here's one that I see, the Art Crispies blanket. That one is brand new for 2024. I have been looking for this one. I think this might be the first time I've actually seen it in the store, and that is $33. All the Art the Clown stuff is super popular this year. They have the Mars Attacks blanket. I definitely want that one. There's the Jeepers Creepers one. They got a handful of the new ones here. I don't see the new Beetlejuice one, but they do have this one with the snake on it. This is an awesome Exorcist blanket. I want a ton of these blankets. They have one Nightcrawler blanket down there. A bunch of the Ghostface plush. I have him. And we haven't seen this dude in a long time. It's the Leatherface Snow Globe. I really like that one. I think he lights up, but he does not have a button right now. He lights up red, I believe. And the Mars Attacks one that is super loud, but... oh, that one's working. That thing is so loud. Oh, look! We have the Pennywise Snow Globe as well. I think that one actually lights up red, and the Leatherface one lights up yellow. And the lights are not working on that. They do have one of these Chucky... ooh! This one is loud. Typically, these are pretty quiet. I wonder if you can change the volume on that. That's super cool. And look down here with this bobbleheads. They have one Michael Myers hiding behind the sheet. That one is hard to find. And this one is... where's the price on this? $40. And of course, they almost always have the one with him hiding behind the bush. There's a Leatherface one. I have that. And they have one Georgie, one Hannibal Lecter. I have this one as well, the Exorcist. This is actually pretty small compared to the box. You'd think it'd be a big bobblehead, but when you take it out of the box, it's actually pretty small. And one Corpse Bride Scraps. This is cool. They have 2 boxes of the Spirit Halloween animatronic bag clips. Both of these are Series 3, but they have a ton of them here. And look at all the characters you can get with that. There's a lot of good ones. There's Monty Monkey, Gordo is on there, Peekaboo Clown is right there. That's awesome. They have a ton of these things. And they have a ton of the new ducks. We're starting to see these lately. There's the Chucky one right there, and they have the Beetlejuice one. That one seems to be one of the most popular ones. Tiffany, Chucky's girlfriend, and they have a Pennywise one. I'd love to see a Leatherface ducky. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to see. This is an awesome Star Wars X-Wing fighter pilot costume I've never seen before. How cool is that? This is $20 too. That's not a bad price. I would have loved to have this as a kid because I loved Star Wars. And of course they have Darth Vader and the Mandalorian here, and they usually have some clones here, but I don't see any right now. They have one Mars Attacks Martian Warrior mask here with the moving jaw. I love this one, and I now know that they have costumes for this, so I definitely want to get one of these and a costume and the gun. This is $80. Pretty pricey, but it's a great mask. I love the chrome masks, and look at this metallic pumpkin. That is so cool. This one is $13, and they have a few of these. Right here they have the Sinister Ghost mask. That's a nice shiny red. Another Sinister Ghost mask. This one is just chrome. This one is sort of like that. Hooded Darkness. This one is $17, and they have a green one and they have red ones. And look, here's another Sinister Ghost mask, and this one is just a shiny black. And that one is $10. You know what I love is these medieval costumes. I would love to dress up as a medieval character for Halloween. They have Viking Warriors right here for $60. That's a pretty cool one. Noble King for $60. And this comes with the tunic, sleeveless robe, crown, chain with medallion, and the belt. Ton of stuff comes with that. Medieval Maiden for your girlfriend. They have the price crossed out though. I wonder how much that is. $50 originally. I wonder why they crossed the price out. Here's the Woodland Huntress, and that one is $50. And they have a ton of accessories over here. I love the helmet. I would definitely get the helmet. That is $10. That's not a bad price too. And the hood goes up and down. They have swords, of course, and crowns. The crowns are $10. They have some other crowns down there. This axe is awesome. I definitely want the axe. That one is $20. And they have some more accessories right here. There's a dragon that you put on your shoulder. That's also something I would get for my costume for $20. Arm cuffs, the Noble Knight. That's the one that I would get. This one is $40. And the shield is another accessory I would love to have for that costume. And that one is $17. That is not bad at all. Oh, this is another cool one that I would want. The Templar. And that one is $40 as well. Not too bad. But I also love the Roman stuff. They have a ton of different Roman characters here. Here's Apollo. This one is $60. Comes with the cape, tunic, embellished shirt, headpiece, and armbands. Man, these costumes come with everything. Sun Warrior. There's Caesar. If I dressed up as Caesar, I would definitely put a bunch of stab wounds on him. $30 for that one. Here's a Roman Emperor. That one is awesome. $70 from the Spirit Signature Collection. Roman Gladiator is an awesome one. That one's $50. Zeus, King of Egypt, is a cool one. There's a Pharaoh down here. That's an awesome one too. That one is $40. They usually have togas here, but I don't see any of the togas. And for the females, they have Egyptian Queens, Sun Goddess, Venus, Queen of the Nile. I like that one. That one is $55. They have all kinds of these. And of course, they also have all the accessories over here. Look at this snake headband. That is crazy. And they have a ton of those. And this one is $8. Not bad at all. They have rings and clips for your hair. This is an awesome snake cuff to go on your arm. All kinds of jewelry. Roman sandals right there. These ones are gold. They typically have, yes, right here, the brown ones that look like leather. And look at this, an Egyptian staff. That's pretty cool. And this is actually longer than this because you take these poles off here and connect them. That is $13. And if you're going to be one of these people, you're definitely going to need this awesome sword. I love that. And this is $13. I grew up with Toy Story, so I would love to have a couple of friends to dress up in these costumes together. Here's a Woody kit, and that is $37. Comes with the vest and the hat, the bandana, belt buckle, and badge. I'm surprised that comes with the hat. That's pretty cool. Look at that. That's an awesome hat. And they have Jessie, and Jessie is $55. So you and your girlfriend can be Woody and Jessie. That'd be awesome. This store does have some Deadpool stuff. They have the Deadpool katanas. Those are awesome and a great quality. They're heavy. These are $40, and the swords do come out of there so you can play with them. And they have the Wolverine claws. These are $22. Everybody's always asking me about the Deadpool and Wolverine stuff. They have the necklaces, the best friend necklaces, and the wristbands. And look, they have the blankets with the little Deadpool babies there. Look at that head. That is so funny. And this is $27. I don't see any of the different color rhinestone ghost face masks. Here's the bag though. That's a cool one. And they have the glitter ghost face costume for the girls. That is $45. And I don't see any of the light up masks either. I think we saw them at one place. We're definitely keeping our eyes out for those. Wait a minute. Here it is. Sweet. I love that. It lights up really well in the dark. That would look amazing. amazing. I'm also on the lookout for a 25th anniversary Ghostface costume, and so far I haven't seen any in the stores. I don't even know if they have them in Spirit Halloween, but they are just like this regular Ghostface costume right here, but it has a shiny robe. The regular one is $30. The Killer Clowns section looks pretty nice and stocked here. They have the awesome Terenzi Brothers ice cream trucks here. This is $30. I really wish they would have had Clownzilla on top of there. And they have this dude, what is his name again? Fatso. That is awesome. I hope they get some more of these because I love Killer Clowns. I'd love to have a plush of each and every one of the characters. I love that he is holding an acid pie. That is too cool. And they have Shorty's Club here. You don't see that at every Spirit Halloween. That's an awesome club if you're going to be Shorty. That one is $20. And of course they have costumes. Here's Shorty for $60. A female Shorty here for $50. And Jumbo down there for $60. A couple of the half masks down there. And they have the hand puppets. These ones are $22. I want to have a Halloween party and have people dress up as the Killer Clowns and deliver the pizza dressed up as them. They have a ton of the Sam stuff too. Here's the awesome Sam costume here for $50. And they have the treat bag. If I was going to be Sam, I would want this treat bag. $13 for that. And they have the lollipop crossbody bags. The Holly Ho bar is an awesome accessory for that costume for $10. And you can get this mask that you can put on instead of that one because that one's super hot to wear probably. And this is $15. And this store does have the new Spirit Halloween pullovers. I love these. Large and medium are the sizes they have right now. And they have the female ones. These ones are $30 and they have large and medium as well. And the pullover is $40. I love this end cap sign, Elm Street. I would love to have that. Maybe during the sales I'll be able to get it. But they have a bunch of Nightmare on Elm Street costumes here. $35 for that one. It just comes with the sweater. It looks like these all just come with the sweater. But over here they do have the glove. And this is, $60. This one's pretty much just for display though. They do have these ones right here that you can wear for a costume, and this one is cheaper. It's $20, much cheaper, and it's still super cool. And they have his hat right here. Freddy's hat is $27, and an awesome mask. They have a bunch of these things. Wow, he's all folded up right now, but he does look great. That's what the mask looks like when it's actually straightened out. $25 for the mask. And they have some female ones over here. Freddy Krueger's sweater dress right there is $40. They have a decently stocked Five Nights at Freddy's section here. Almost all the costumes. I don't see the female anywhere, but they do have Glamrock Freddy, Montgomery Gator. Those are both $45 a piece. And they have regular Freddy right there, and they have Foxy up there. They have the t-shirts. I love the t-shirts. Some half masks. This is an awesome hat. Look, it's got the little top hat on there. That is too cool. And that is $20. And they have a bunch of the book bags. I love the Foxy one. They have a ton of Zelda stuff here if you're gonna be Link for Halloween. They have the shields here. They have Link's ears. Link's ears are $8. The shield is $20. They have this awesome blue costume there. That one is $40. And wait a minute, it comes with the ears. That's cool. So if you buy this one, you don't even need to get the ears, and it also comes with a functional belt with pouches on it. You could keep the candy in there. They have Link's sword right here for $20, and they have the awesome bow and arrow set, and they have the classic green Link costume right there, and that one is $40, but this one does not come with the ears. Here's another Ghostface section so we can check for that 25th anniversary costume. I do not see it anywhere, but they do have costumes that have the bleeding Ghostface included. That one is $27. That's not a bad price. You squeeze the heart and then the blood runs through the face. I love that one. And they have the chrome one, and look at this, they have some regular hooded robes in case you already have the mask, and those are $20 a piece. And these bleeding machetes are always a classic item. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. Look at that. How cool. These are $10. And right here is the bleeding Ghostface mask without the costume, and it's $20 alone without the costume. I see a Nightcrawler costume here for $50. That is size medium, and they also have size large here. And they have a Hugs the Clown costume here for $45, size medium, large, and they have an extra large back there. Awesome. They got 3 different sizes. I think this is an awesome hazmat suit costume. That one is $40. Check out this sweet Lost Boys magnet. That is cool. Never grow old, never die. That is $5. That's awesome. They have the Mars Attacks decals. We saw these last year, but those are cool for $4. They always have a ton of good magnets and stuff here. Chucky, Killer Clowns. They have some cool cups here with characters. This one has Sonic on it. That's awesome. $10 for that one. They've got a Creeper. Here's a Spider-Man one. That is too cool. And here's a new magnet, the Terrifier. Sweet. That is so funny. That's the scene when he is in the store trying on the glasses, and that is $5. They have a ton of the plush characters here. A bunch of the Adam and Barbara. There's Beetlejuice down there, the Snake, and look at this. They have 2 of Art the Clown. I don't think he's going to be too hard to find this year, but I haven't seen him at every store, and he is $30 and super awesome. He's probably going to get sold out super quick. And look, they also have Pennywise here. Okay, guys, it is time to hide the small pumpkin with stickers in it. There is a little tree right here. The store is right there. This is in the back of the parking lot, and we are going to stick this small pumpkin right within this flat, short bush right there. Let's tuck him in a little bit so he doesn't get lost. Okay, guys, there he is. There are 3 stickers in there. You can either take one for yourself and leave some for the other fans, or you can take the whole loot for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.